Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to be covering Knockout. She made her first appearance in Capes, issue number 1, that was released in September 2003. Her real name is Sarah, and she's a human female that stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighs 135 pounds, and has blue eyes and short blonde hair. Now, Knockout has no particular superhuman powers on her own, other than being a proficient pugilist, aka a great boxer. But through some unknown technological or magical means, her unique boxing gloves gives her considerable abilities. When she puts them on, she gains moderate superhuman strength, stamina, agility, and durability, with them basically just giving her the ability to strike objects with vast superhuman force, the upper limits of which have not been tested or measured, which means that she could potentially be a one-hitter quitter if she were to try hard enough. But even without tapping into her full potential, she's been known to rock heads. Now, this journey begins during the Great Depression, when a supervillain named the Boxer went to rob a bank in Atlanta. The villain was using these special gloves, and so everything was going just right until Thor-Man interrupted his plans. But during their quick battle, one of the Boxer's gloves came off. And unfortunately for him, Thor-Man hit him, not knowing that it was the Boxer's gloves that gave him his enhanced durability. So Thor-Man's blow to the Boxer's chest would land on a mere mortal man, and would take him out instantly. Thor-Man was in such shock from what just happened, he didn't notice that one of the bank's security guards took the gloves and slipped away, hoping to sell them to make a few bucks during this depression. But the guard would change his mind, not wanting the gloves to fall into villainous hands again. And so for a limited time, he would wear the gloves himself, becoming the heroic Boxer 2. But he found that he wasn't quite cut out for hero work. And so he would stash the gloves away for decades, that is, until his granddaughter would find them hidden away. When his granddaughter Sarah asked about the gloves, he would tell her all about their history and happily pass on the mantle to her. As she grew older and more skilled, she would eventually become known as the superhero Knockout, and her crime fighting would eventually catch the attention of the professional superhero organization Capes Incorporated, who would recruit her as a valuable member of their team. She would go about being a heavy hitter amongst her peers, and would eventually meet Kid Thor on a job, with the two of them falling into a whirlwind relationship. Kid Thor was good to her, boosting her confidence and overall treating her well, which solidified their bond even more and made the two nearly inseparable, even on missions. Knockout would go on to play a major role in the pages of Guarding the Globe and would be recruited along with other members of Capes Inc. during the crisis of the Invincible War. She and all the other heroes fought well, despite many of them being outclassed by these alternate Invincibles. So when the war was finally over, the Guardians of the Globe had to replenish their ranks, recruiting Knockout and Kid Thor to be a part of their team, being successful in nearly every battle, and also becoming engaged with each other. But one day Knockout would have a reality check when her love Kid Thor faced off against the mad god named Thoth. This being would easily take down Kid Thor, and Knockout would cry profusely over his body once it was returned to the Guardians of the Globe headquarters in Utah. However, she would unintentionally resurrect him when she put his hammer onto his chest, this being the first time that she realized this was possible with him. But with the shock of almost losing her fiancé and all of the craziness that had been going on in their lives at the time, she would then speed up the planning of their marriage, wanting to cement their relationship and never be apart from him again. So from that point, after their ceremony, the two would have multiple adventures and close calls as husband and wife. But regardless, Knockout was always happy to rock heads as long as she's not too far away from her husband. Now, for her powers and abilities, and her influence on the Image Comics, in particular Invincible Comics universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give Knockout a rating of 6, which is an expert rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and join the new Sage.